We're going to learn about asepsis today. We have proper ways of doing asepsis, and it's really important to follow these protocols. And going through the motion will help you become that hygienist that we all want you to be, a hygienist. Coming in, we take off our lab coat. Lab coat signifies the cleanliness on the outside. Folding it appropriately and placing it into the cabinet as so. Now for startup, always glasses on first, and then your mask. Mask the white side in, and placing it over your ears, and to have a good seal so your glasses do not fog up, nice and snug, and then when you breathe, they don't fog up. Utility gloves, now we're going to be doing the chair setup, but beforehand, hi, we're going to learn about asepsis today. We have proper ways of doing asepsis, and it's really important to follow these protocols. And going through the motion will help you become that hygienist that we all want you to be, a hygienist. Coming in, we take off our lab coat. Lab coat signifies the cleanliness on the outside. Folding it appropriately and placing it into the cabinet as so. Now for startup, always glasses on first, and then your mask. Mask the white side in, and placing it over your ears, and to have a good seal so your glasses do not fog up, nice and snug, and then when you breathe, they don't fog up. Utility gloves, now we're going to be doing the chair setup, but beforehand, wash our hands before we place the utility gloves. Washing hands, always wet your hands first, and placing at least 2 to 3 pumps of soap, and washing thoroughly up to a quarter to halfway up close to your elbows for 2 minutes. Singing the happy birthday song is always very helpful to know if you did the timely manner. Going into each finger, into your nails, making sure your fingernails are nicely cut as well. We will be checking on that as well. No nail polish that can harbor microbes. And that was 2 minutes. Dry your hands appropriately. Having your rubric out for a little bit of helpfulness, especially for the first few times you're doing this, will help you out to making sure that you are following protocol. Now for the utility gloves. We place the utility gloves for setting up and washing down the chairs and your whole your operatory unit. We're wiping down the unit 2 times. In between the asepsis wipe downs, you will be waiting 1 full minute before you wipe down the second time. Dry 4x4 gauze with your Optum asepsis. Make sure they're nice and saturated. I personally like to use 2, 1 for each hand. Start with the head rest into the button, turning on the button, and you can clean around each area, tightening it. And your chair is really important to wipe down as well. Your chair, including the draw for up and down motion. You want to wipe that down as well too, behind the chair. The assistance chair has to be wiped down as well. Again, you're doing this twice. Next thing you go with is the light. Doesn't matter which order you do. We do not wipe down the light cover. That will be done after with soap and water on a separate basis. You take the sections, each section, wipe down the top, turn on and off the switch and wiping it down thoroughly. Grabbing your air water syringe and wiping every little button across. The high volume as well, lifting up the lever and wiping it through. I'm going to go to your actual unit itself. Taking the tray, wiping it on the outside and on the actual bowl itself. You will be wiping down the unit as well. Again, air water syringe tip and your motor. All right. Now, do we wipe down the countertop? Yes, we do. Wiping down the countertop is really, really important as well. What else underneath here? Do we wipe down the keyboard? No. Do we wipe down the mouse? No. We will be burying this. And if it's in your way, you can move it with your shoulders, or not shoulders, but your elbows. All right. First wipe down done. 2 times. Now we're going to be washing our utility gloves with the soap, a couple of pumps, for about 15 to 30 seconds. You will be air drying them with your little clip that all of you have purchased and hanging them nicely in your operatory underneath the sink in the appropriate manner. We need to fill the water jugs and flush the lines. Make sure your unit is turned off with the little slip. If it's not turned off, it will pressurize, and that's not a good thing. We will fill the water jug up in the dispensary. So we are going to be flushing the lines for 1 whole minute. And if your unit has 2 air water units, you're going to need to make sure you do both lines for 1 full minute. Now with washed hands, we're going to be placing our barriers. Go right to the counter and grabbing your tray and your exam kit and your scaling kit. The outside of your kit is considered not clean. The internal, of course, is sterilized, and that will be kept on the side and the back of your counter. Your tray will be placed here. We're going to be grabbing also the barriers for the computer. We need 1 tape and a saran wrap long enough to cover the keyboard so it doesn't fall appropriately. I do like to place it on me like so. For the mouse, and the 2 tapes for your overgloves. Overglove tape should be placed on the top of the countertop, not on the doors. Mouse cover, very lightly place it on. Do not put it snug. The saran wrap, lightly place it on and just tuck it so nicely underneath so the keyboard keys do not flatten down. You have your, not 1, but 2 utility gloves. Be placed right by the counter.
Overgloves.
Overgloves. I said utility gloves. I'm sorry. Overgloves. You have two barriers one for the syringe, your water syringe, and the other one for your saliva ejector. If you're going to be using the high volume suction, you need to grab another one as well too. And you have your headrest cover. Placing it over and lift the headrest so it tucks in nicely. Now grabbing your cassette with your name, you'll be grabbing the area here, your dispensables for whatever you're going to be doing for today's clinic. Grabbing the 2x2 gauze, your cotton tips and cotton rolls, whatever is needed with the cotton pliers. Please use what is needed and not an over excess. I usually use 2 gauzes, 1 cotton roll, 1 cup, and of course you'll be placing the cotton pliers into the alcohol dispenser. There we go. If you see it's not neat, please clean it or let the monitors know to take care of it. The PPR, only 15 mLs, which is literally just a little bit full, and that's all we need. If you're using any type of toothpaste for selective polishing and so whatnot, grab the plastic cup, and using just a little smidge of toothpaste or polishing paste. A little goes a long ways. That's all you need. And in bringing all these, the cassette, and place it all here nicely to your unit. Now we'll be opening up the cassette. The cassette, of course, is a reminder the outside is considered not sterile, the inside is. And a good trick to remove is just peeling it like a banana and squishing it out onto the tray as so. That's good. Now we'll be placing the bib over your tray, again to keep it a nice sterile environment. Before I place any new gloves or we're ready to see our client, we'll be washing our hands for another 1 minute to 30 seconds.